It's often a really beautiful job to have. The sunsets and the sunrises, all of the sea creatures, it's really a privilege to be able to see all this when so few people ever do.
I think majority of people, they're so busy on their lives, they forget about this ecosystem, which is probably the most important ecosystem. Institutions like, Schmidt Ocean give it a bit of voice.
It's research, saving the planet, saving the world. I feel like I'm part of something to make everything better. And I've had so much time to spend with the scientists. It's been great. I've got to know so many amazing, wonderful people.
You can't help but learn as you go from one cruise to the next. And you can particularly see that when you maybe have new crew members join and they're asking questions and you realize, hey, that was the sort of baseline that I was at before I came here.
I love it. We had a scientist on board and he was studying dust. How on earth can you study dust? This must be the most boring thing ever. But his passion and his excitement and how he was able to explain to us how dust or microparticles affect the whole world. I think that's probably my favorite memory of realizing that something as simple as dust can actually get you excited about the science they're doing.
You can look out and it's amazing, it's beautiful to look out on the surface of the ocean, but when you go down there and you realize that there's so much more to our world than you can see on the surface. Sebastian allows us to be able to see all that.
I was flying for the longest animal that potentially we have ever discovered on the planet. Is just breathtaking to see something that was that big, and then being on when you see an animal that's never been seen in its own habitat. It's amazing.
When we saw the pagodas, the upside down waterfalls and the pools, that's still probably the most amazing thing I've seen.
Yeah, I'd agree. And actually just recently we did a cruise where we saw a whale shark on our initial dive.
So that
was a pretty big highlight for us, so you don't see that every day.
One day we took out the rescue boat to do some man overboard drills and huge shape appears in the water. Oh no, it's a whale shark, and it was so cool experience. It just stuck around, it was so curious, just looking at us.
I mean, there's been so many memorable times, but I think one expedition, one of the drones went in the water, so it was up to me and a couple other guys to jump in the workboat and fish the drone out of the water, and it just happened to be my birthday. Eventually the guys fixed it up and then they had some successful flights after that.
Visiting some very remote islands. We've visited Cocos Island, off coast of Costa Rica, some of the offshore atolls, reefs in the Coral Sea.
So we went to a small atoll with a small community of about 30 people on it. Chef Greg and me, we were the first professional chefs being on this island, which in itself was already like a big tick on the bucket list. I will take that with me forever.
And then the 500-meter tall detached submerged reef that we found in 2020 in the Great Barrier Reef, that was a pretty exciting moment.
Tallest reef that's about highest than the Empire State. So my daughter said, "Really, Papa?" Yeah.
Like the concept is never-ending story. So there will be Falcor 2, and the story will continue.
So it would be really interesting to see, once we have a bigger platform, more capable platform, where it will take us.
Falcor 2 hopefully continue bringing us to areas where there are fewer other research vessels around.
Falcor 2 not only opens a lot of opportunities for science, but also for outreach and the open and immediate sharing of information, which is of course at the core of what Schmidt Ocean is all about.
Personally, I'm particularly excited about the number of different pieces of scientific equipment we can have on board at the same time.
Can't wait to see her. New challenge.
This ship, Falcor, is only the beginning of what comes next, the future, which of course is Falcor 2, and its capabilities will go from strength to strength.